to Abbottabad, the beautiful city of pines. पाकिस्तान भर में एबटाबाद अपने हुस्न, खूबसूरती और तालीमी मयार के हवाले से बहुत अहमियत का हामिल है। hazara.com.pk आपके लिए इन्हीं प्रोग्राम्स की एक चेन लेकर आया है जिसमें आपको यहाँ के एजुकेशन सिंडिकेट, स्कूल्स, कॉलेज और यूनिवर्सिटीज का विजिट कराया जाएगा और आपको बताया जाएगा कि उनमें क्या क्या मुनफरिद है। आज हम इसी चेन की पहली कड़ी लिए मौजूद हैं एबटाबाद पब्लिक स्कूल यानी APS एबटाबाद में। इसका क़याम 1956 में हुआ जब इसका नाम पाकिस्तान रेलवे पब्लिक स्कूल था, जो कि 1961 में APS यानी एबटाबाद पब्लिक स्कूल के नाम से मशहूर हुआ। मिड 80s में APS को कॉलेज का दर्जा दे दिया गया। तो नाज़रीन, आज हम आपको बताएंगे कि एक एबटोनियन का दिन कैसे गुजरता है, उसकी सुबह कैसे होती है और दिन का इख्तिताम कैसे होता है। आगाज से इख्तिताम की दिलचस्प डिटेल्स दिखाने के लिए हम आपको ले चलते हैं और दिखाते हैं कि एबटोनियन का दिन कैसे गुजरता है। आइए चलते हैं।
Here is the azan. I lie in my bed and wait for it to finish. But I cannot go back to sleep, for the chacha will ring the bell and then would come knocking the doors. The sound stings the ears, feels like hammers beating the head. But what other option do I have but to wake up? After the chacha, the bhaijans and the prefects would get on our nerves. So it's better to get up for the Fajr prayers than arrears to face the hangers. Time and tide wait for none, and so do the bhaijan. It's time for PT, and anyone who's late for the call, known as come out, is in hot water. It's natural for a junior or two to be late, and if the bhaijan is in good mood, we go in the lines and to the field, or else we are made to go in cock position, which is a form of being bent down, thus has acquired the name bend down. Once in the field, we are made to run and take rounds of the field. It's hectic and everybody gets tired of it. It's tiring and enough of an exercise, but that is not it. As per tradition, PT is carried out every morning, and when it's wet, as in the rain has blessed us juniors with withdrawal of PT, we go for road running, which is much of a fun than PT. But PT is a norm, and a norm which is a must to be carried out. Then exercises are not a piece of cake and is a Herculean task. If any boy goes one step wrong, the prefect is made to bend him down, which hurts a lot. After PT, we get a few minutes to change into our school uniforms, and as the bell is rung to notify the time, we come out to line up straight. And as usual, if anybody is late, he has to face the wrath of the prefect. Breakfast is a repetitive affair, in which boys are given slices of bread, jam and butter, along with the Pakistani breakfast essential tea. Hard to swallow, but what else can be done?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful.
For the House Assembly is seconds away, where we will be keenly observed and inspected by the housemaster. There, we recite a few verses of the Holy Quran, revise the school code of honor, and recite a few ahadith. After the House Assembly is over, there is a great hustle and bustle, and everyone wants to get to the academic block as quickly as possible. But a true Abbottonian knows it's impossible, for he has to go with the whole house. And thus, usually I reach late to the Masroor Hall. or in a hurry, for the warning bell for the school assembly has already been rung. The school assembly is a hard job, going through which agitates the legs. We gather housewise and stand till the assembly is over. A great advantage of school assembly is that it gives a chance to see which teacher is present or not, for the teachers are also required to gather in it, and if a teacher is absent, which is really rare, it means a free period, short for fun.
Regular physical exercise is essential for the well-being of an individual's health. However, large number of individuals are averse to the idea of physical exercise. Physical idleness is the most widespread threat factor for heart diseases. Heart disease in men and women can be linked to a lack of physical exercise.
The school assembly is over and I head back to the classes. Sitting on a hard wooden chair with the punish-stricken rears is even harder when the chair causes a sore by sitting on it, and listening to the teachers attentively, excluding a few, obviously not all. Some teachers freshen us up by the interactive way of teaching, and some bore us to death. But all in all, the teachers teach such that a person grasps what he's saying. The wait for the ringing of the bell for the long break is the best part, because the relief bell rings and the joy is unexplainable. The cafeteria is the only escape point in the break. But most of all, break is a chance to break away and be free. But the most effective use is going to the Hugh Catchpole Junior Library. It's filled with wonderful books and leaves one drooling almost over every book. It's filled with books that teach a student a lot about life and are really addictive. There, I get a book on Hugh Catchpole and get it issued. As I'm returning from the cafe, I have to head to the admin block since I'm having a few issues with my scholarship. I have to hurry up, but even if I'm late for class, I'll be free since I have an excuse for getting late. During the periods, sometimes a boy gets sick, so somebody has to get up and take him to the dispensary. Luckily, the boy is now my responsibility. The dispensary is a great getaway when a person wants to escape and relax for a while. But when a person is sick, once he gets there, he's even more sick. This gives me a chance to get out of the class. When a person is sick, all he gets for relief is a Panadol, which is now a modified substitute of the old traditional trademark, the mighty Disprin. Periods seem to pass away with fun and studies combined. The teachers never cease to get the attention of the students and lure them towards studies. The senior library is reserved for one period each class and each section, meant to be for books but made for chatting. It's sort of a relaxing period, but the books there are the main attraction. Sometimes I just want to break in and steal my favorites. It's filled with that great books. It is also equipped with the American Embassy's Discovery Center, which unfortunately the students are not allowed to use. There's also a computer lab. Everyone loves computers, and so do we. Being able to learn the technicalities of the computer is a great experience, and APS provides us that chance. Practical work is an essential part of anyone's examination. Thus we turn to our science block for that. Today we are having our physics lab classes. Practical work is another irritative feature and very boring. Once the periods are over, I feel so relieved, overwhelmed with relief. The school ends, but the hectic routine is not about to give us up so easily. We have to run from the school to the houses so as to not be late for the lunch lineup, so that we are safe from the brutality of the prefect. Though it seems like brutality, but it is for our own betterment and helps a lot in grooming us and molding us to lead a successful life. The lunch passes as usual, the boys being under the hawk's eye and being observed for any misbehavior by the prefect. One thing, the juniors get everything to eat after the seniors are done with filling their platters, and this takes so long that sometimes a boy gets only 5 minutes out of the 15 minutes to eat whatever is left. Life is not always sweet, and that is learned thoroughly with the help of the bhaijans. The lunch does not bring an end to the tense atmosphere. We head to our rooms and change over to shalwar kameez for the Zohar prayer. One thing about APS is that namaz is compulsory, and it develops the habit of praying regularly very effectively. Everyone offers their prayers. Initially, it is the fear of the prefect, but this fear helps in the long run, and it develops the habit of praying regularly. After namaz, we retreat to our rooms for the nap time. For almost an hour, we are confined to our beds, whether we feel sleepy or not. Punctuality is a must, and after the nap time is prep. It takes a few minutes to ready ourselves. We sit on our chairs, desks in front, beds made, and the room set. The prep is the ultimate tirer, in which we sit through 1.5 hours on our chairs and not move a single muscle. But who cares? We loosen up, and then comes into the scene the prefect. After tea is Asar prayer. After the prayers is the time which a lot of boys look forward to, games time. After the attendance, the boys head to their allotted fields. They either play football, basketball, hockey, cricket, or volleyball. There's a football match between the Sayyid House and Jinnah House, and I like football. I can hear the slogans raising. It appears to be so exciting. The other boys have fun and enjoy themselves, but not all is according to what they wish. The game time ends with groans and moans, but they have to go back to their houses. Since we change our clothes so many times, it's natural for our clothes to be dirty. We either get time to go to get our laundry done before PT or before Maghrib prayers. I choose to go before Maghrib. Sometimes when we get our laundry back, instead of our small underpants, we get huge ones, which seem to belong to bhaijans. God knows what happens, but thank God I got my own original ones this time. But reality can never be escaped. And 5 minutes before Maghrib prayers, the come out is called. The boys go to the mosque and pray. After prayers, the boys have to come back to their rooms and change over to the school uniform again. It's a total headache. Later, the bell for dinner is rung. The boys line up again and head off to the dining hall to go through the same things which they go through in lunch. After the dinner is over, it's prep time, and boys have to change again into shalwar kameez. So it means the prep is in shalwar kameez, but who lets the boys go easy? Another 45 minutes go with great discipline and is the last tiring thing. As the prep is over, my roommates head for ablution. I'm not in the mood for prayers since I'm tired, so I need to hide from the prefect, and I hide behind the cupboard and camouflage my hideout so that when the prefect comes, he may not catch me at it. Waiting here in the dark and wondering about what I'm doing, I realize it is wrong. I will not do it again. It is betrayal. The boys come back from Isha prayers. It's time for lights out. I am in my bed and thus ends a long day, which exhausted me terribly. I am relaxed, but for a while, since there is no end in an Abbottonian's life. As I lie in my bed, I look back at the day and think of all the punishments and my routine. It reminds me of how, when one does wrong, he has to pay for it, and he gets rewarded when he is doing the right thing. It reminds me of the judgment day, when we'll be punished for our sins and rewarded for what we did. I ask Allah for forgiveness. I recite a few du'as and I'm almost asleep. I think about tomorrow's monotony. But that is a perk, because that is what being an Abbottonian is about. And I feel proud.
Young Abbottonians who are presently studying with us, they are fortunate enough because they are getting quality education in one of the premier institutions of this country. They are supposed to focus their attention not only on syllabi, but also on developing sound character and balanced personality. I would like to advise them to try their best to become a responsible citizen, because they are to take part in the progress and prosperity of their motherland. I'll be failing in my duties if I do not advise them to keep the spirit of excellence alive and follow our tradition, that is discipline and hard work. And they should try to prove themselves to be the true follower of their motto, character is destiny.
Well, finally, the message for the old Abbottonians, I know they are doing quite well, much better than our expectations, and I wish that they continue and they progress well in all fields of life, in their family lives as well. I hope and I wish they progress, they prosper, and whatsoever they have learnt over here, they implement it and get good results and have the name of their institution everywhere, wheresoever they go.
There are some good Abbottonian, like that of Umar Farooq, Adnan Tariq, who started online portal Hazara.com.pk. This shows great love for their motherland and for their institution. And this is what they have been told here, that whenever, wherever you go, you should remember your institution and Pakistan. At the end, I wish to all Abbottonians, wherever they are, whether they are in Pakistan or abroad, wish them best of luck and hope that they will do the same type of work which the Umar Farooq and Adnan Tariq started.
I pledge my word of honor that I shall do my duty to God, to my country, and to my fellow human beings, and shall obey all the rules and regulations of this institution. I shall honor my parents, teachers, and elders, and be good to those who are younger than me. I shall do the best that I can to help all people who are old, poor, crippled, or in distress. Every day I shall do at least one good deed that will please a fellow human being without the distinction of country, class, color, or creed. I shall try to make the school traditions, discipline and hard work, and the school motto, "Character is destiny," as part and parcel of my life.